items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by the open meeting law. So we will do a roll call given we're missing a couple. So Pete, are you here? Here. And Faith, are you here?
I'm here.
So Paul Serapis, we've
He hasn't
not
come in yet.
seen anything. And
Not yet.
Steve Archambault is conducting a concert, I believe.
Yeah.
This time, which is common this time of year. I need to ask one of you two, please, to take minutes. You don't want me, you don't want me. You take minutes, we'll give you a piece of paper and let them.
That's no excuse.
See my writing. Would you mind, Kate?
I wouldn't mind. It's just that
Give it a go. I don't think it's. Paper. Just keeping bullet points
Yeah.
and motions and the CBA. Oh, your pen's here. Want a pen?
Oh.
Mine's purple. I didn't want to have this.
this one matches my outfit better.
That's why I take this seriously.
Yes.
Okay, public comments. Hearing none, seeing none, no members of the public.
I'm gonna be the page, but there isn't.
There must be.
Do you have another agenda?
No, I don't
Okay.
actually.
That's all right.
You can hold it, Jack. You can have this one afterwards. if you want.
Okay.
We would not hold it anything else.
Okay, thank you.
So it should be blank on the back.
Yep.
So, any committee comments?
There is now, what's the story with our terms? Is that else, is that been established? Is that had to be revised? I think Steve's term is up now. So
I thought-
he, like, because remember, we changed his, there were 3 that were up at once. And we
Right.
decided to take a 2-year term instead of 3. I believe his is up in 24 and mine is 25 and yours is 25. And
But I think we did that last year, so would it be up already?
somebody's up this year, 24.
We should have.
I don't- I can't-
Usually the,
I can't find the,
oh,
I thought I
okay.
had it, I thought I had it.
No, it was a few months back we tried to fix that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But Steve was actually going to communicate it to town hall.
right, but I believe his term is up this year
Oh, you mean at the end of this year?
No.
Not today.
now.
In that case, we have an issue.
Yeah, we do.
But
But he's not here to talk about it.
I know,
Because I know mine is up next year,
yeah.
25. Yours is up 26. I think Paul's is 26.
well, let me see if I can find that. I would have it on my phone from the minutes of,
We don't know when it was.
yeah, but it didn't seem like it was that long ago that we
Um,
talked about this.
At least years. Because they had it on the town hall.
Yeah,
Right.
We had to alter it.
They had 2 people at once, then 3 people at
Yeah.
once. Right. It'll be in the minutes rather than the agenda.
yeah.
I'm fairly sure if the town hall
That usually
had it
tells you.
down as Steve was ending at the end of June. That he would have been notified and would have gone through a process to be re-elected. Reappointed, sorry.
Mhm.
Well, he has to let this committee know.
As
That's
well.
the first step. No, that's the first step. Well, let the committee know that he's interested in being appointed.
Oh, yeah, but the town hall,
Let the town hall.
town hall before that should have notified us that it's, he's in term for instance. Because they're the ones who are supposed to keep the real record. The diplomatic, just let me do. I only do it once a month at these meetings.
It's not April or checking March.
Well, I'm asking because of Paul's situation now, if this is a
Right.
vacancy. How
Yes,
long is that going to be for? That would not be a full term, it would be a fill out his term.
He's not gonna,
Is it?
why? Oh,
It's that story.
okay.
So whoever replaces him
Oh,
will be up to 26. You don't come in the full term, you come in just to fill out someone else's term.
right. That's clearly a very good time to try and put all this straight again,
yeah.
and this time make it stick. Would you make a note for the minutes, Faith,
Yes,
for the agenda next time to clarify the members' terms?
Just Steve would have.
and replacing Paul.
Well, we'll get to that in just a moment.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
just clarify that if you put that in for now. then
Yeah,
If Steve's is wrong and we're replacing Paul, we can undo all the minutes.
Because the three of them were incorrect. Steve was at 26, should have been 24. I
Okay,
was at 24 and should have been 25, I did the same with Bates.
okay.
otherwise it was good.
Well, it wasn't bad, I was 40% correct. That's a D in my class. There is on it,
Oh, you found it,
Yeah.
good. What
It's,
month was it?
July 10th, 23, just
Oh, okay.
13 months ago.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
aware of that. Thought it was sooner. Oh. Seems like we just talked about this, doesn't it?
Just times by
Yeah,
Eli Lincoln, where continues through to 25. I thought. And this says Walker, Ashenbo, and Serapis were notified through 26.
Mhm.
Steve was changed to 24.
Steve Archibald.
Yes.
He says hopefully.
That's
and
July
then,
10th, 23. So
okay,
that's
July
that's when it was amended.
10th. 23, I'm sorry.
So you
my
want to
brain's
say
not
for
right now.
25?
Yes,
Okay.
next year.
FY 25 or?
Well,
Probably,
it ends in June,
Right. So
yeah,
so we'll be through.
when you say 25, you mean FY 25, June of FY 25?
Yes,
so.
That was
20
last June.
25 was
Oh,
last
no.
year.
No, sorry, only good. Thought it was getting even worse there for me.
Okay,
I hate this financial year in the middle.
yeah,
It's just stupid.
well. Hey, if you were at college, it'd be October 1st. So,
So our terms are up in
next,
10 months.
in 10 months, okay.
Okay. So is there any action we can take on this now, or do we?
Well,
Steve
I have a
involved?
question.
Congratulations.
If, can we arbitrarily change Steve's and Paul's?
No,
No, okay,
there's, town hall is big on just filling in terms.
okay,
We've been through that
Okay,
many
this-
times. So whoever takes Paul's place will be up in 26.
Six,
Yeah,
yeah.
2 years.
okay. Just wondering. That would solve things for another year.
So this really is Steve's bailiwick to communicate with the town hall. So,
I ran it through the whole system, what to do last week. He had to get in touch with you, let us know, and then he has to let the board select.
okay,
Oh,
And
boy.
then they will have to announce that there's a vacancy. Just-
oh, yeah, well, we can't announce anything about Paul yet, he has to resign.
Did he resign to you?
No,
If you didn't understand what I said, I said he had to let you know as a resignation, he wrote to you.
well, his problem is he wanted to be able to stay on the committee until he left.
Of course.
Oh,
So he didn't want to resign, and I said to him,
Oh, okay, he can put his resignation as of such and such, that's what
that's
Yeah.
what I was just about to say.
So that's like-
I don't know. that
where's
he's
he
done that.
going?
we never know yet. He doesn't want to be followed by his neighbor.
Yes, that's what I figured.
Charming.
Oh,
We will have a discussion on that in just a few months.
oh dear.
Yes, so,
He's such a.
so in
sweetheart.
terms of what we've got, these terms, Steve needs to communicate with the town clerk or select board
Well,
or
the
what?
system is, he just needs to tell us he wants to be up. We don't
No,
know.
no, I'm talking about misstated terms, which includes Paul.
I think that's done as a,
Oh, we don't know
Well, we
that's been
voted
done.
it.
should
Yeah.
do, that's when it was changed.
Okay.
Well, we don't know that it was changed. We know that it said it needed to be changed.
Mm. We don't
That's
have
my
any
question.
documentation, you're
I
saying.
thought we had that.
No, you may well be right. I already forgot what I had for breakfast, so don't come to me asking. It was sure, I know.
It says communications. S. Walker, S. Archambault, Peace Rappers were duly notified that they were reappointed the PAC committee with terms through 2026. And FB and P Lincoln continued through 2025.
That's wrong.
No, says we're notified. That's
Who
right.
were you
The only thing
notified
No, no,
by?
that's not right. That's wrong.
Were we notified by the board
25 is
or
what.
the selectmen?
We got 3 people in
Yes,
26.
the one that's wrong is the one with Steve.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's what.
And that's what I'm trying to find out if that's been
That happened to
noted.
him, I don't know.
Okay, so
okay, now who notified us that the terms were? You read it in that,
It's in the minute.
I
actually,
know, I don't,
also officially, I should have
That makes it official, doesn't
I
it?
should have a pink slip for
Well,
everyone.
Once things are official.
I
it's
know,
not
but did
official.
you say who?
I don't even.
Oh, because you read something was notified, now
Well,
I'm
it says
thinking,
the minutes.
was it notified by the town clerk? Or, because you have to get sworn in and stuff,
You know,
and you have to take that little test
you know,
again on the computer.
That was the other thing.
Mm,
Conflict of interest.
yes,
so I think it would be, I don't have to do it with every committee, just do it with one.
oh, okay. Mhm.
Thing
It's
is,
not obvious to me where we stand at the moment on this, because I can't tell from the information we have in front of us, if Steve's term has been modified.
Yeah.
Even to 24, which would be a problem. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been modified to 24. Otherwise, we would have had notification and we
Yeah.
had to go through the process.
Yeah,
So what it says in the minutes is what we're supposed to have had done and didn't. So we need to get Steve involved in this.
okay,
Are we okay if I send an email to Steve, unless you want to? I can.
you know, the other thing we can do is make him be, until the 27th.
No, we can't.
can't do
No.
that. No, can't change the terms.
That
Look,
may,
it
It
hasn't
makes too
been.
much sense to do.
yes, I know, that's exactly the issue.
Okay,
Let me send an email to Steve, and hopefully he'll be here for the next meeting. But at least so he has a heads up that we suspect this is either not been done or has been done incorrectly. So I will do that, unless you want to, you're welcome to, as you.
as long as we have 3, we have still a quorum, right?
We are
Yeah,
at one.
Yeah.
But the town hall will have, when Paul officially resigns,
Mhm.
that position that's, will now be a vacancy
Mhm,
is a term through 26.
correct,
He has to fill the rest of that term first.
yeah.
Good. Okay, any further committee comments?
Sorry.
That's all right. Under communications, yes, I did have an email from Paul, basically asking how to manage his resignation because he was leaving the state with his fiancée. That's the way he put it. And I said it has to come to us and to the select board. And he can say he's giving a certain amount of notice. The problem is, I think his trigger for actually going to wherever this magical townhouse is selling his house.
Right.
So until he sells his house, he won't have a date.
Mm,
So he's doing what, in my opinion, is very responsible, trying to remain with the committee as long as he
Right.
can.
yes,
That's what he said.
And give adequate notice.
and
So,
we certainly want him on this committee as long as
right,
possible.
so if you're putting.
How does he sell his house without
in
notifying
the
the
minutes that
location?
I had an
Imagine that.
email from Paul saying he was planning to resign.
Okay.
that.
I
I'm just
know.
trying to keep you on the stream there. I hate it.
Well,
Good for you.
it's a private corporation, that's a nice place to live.
Any other communications? Hearing none. The minutes from the 1st of July 2024. Which I actually have no comments on. Anybody else?
Yes,
Oh,
there's one place on the second page, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. It says, 20 years to be proactive and creative and such, including the final place. And there's suddenly a asterisk, went well, event recorded and posted. What's that refer to?
Town meeting?
I don't know. Something missing there. See where the bullet is,
I don't know what it is.
there's a bullet in the middle of the line.
Yeah, that bullet should be lined up.
Okay,
what?
so
Well,
this,
the other bullets, but it doesn't say what went well, which is your question.
yeah,
I'm not agreeing with you. That happens twice a meeting, just that was one.
oh. This was on the second page.
Okay, well, we can't do anything with that. So does that mean we can't approve the
Sure.
minutes, or we can approve them with an open question? I don't know what the rules are. Or we can leave it over to the next meeting, do the-
Unless someone objects, we can always pass any minutes.
we can always,
Any minutes can be passed as long as no one objects.
oh,
Okay,
well, in that case, I need a.
I make a motion to accept these minutes as they are.
seconded.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
I,
Aye. That was simple. I like it.
I'm pretty sure that was town meeting.
No, it was something, it's in your part of the,
Yeah, I don't have those notes anymore.
oh, okay. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along, we have the manager's monthly report.
Okay. Eric's been working on the studio, setting it up and getting it ready for production, and it's 95% complete. The ATEM switcher and the cameras are set up and everything is looking great. We're working on some of the presets for talking baseball and story time, so that anyone can come in and manage the shows.
Do the tally lights work?
They haven't been set up.
Very cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you have AC?
yes.
But you can't run it during the show.
Oh, too noisy?
Yeah, yeah, it's
It's
too
okay,
noisy.
we're an hour and a half on the lights last.
Yeah.
Cool down.
Okay.
Castis is gonna be backed up this week, all the FY 24 meetings. So once it's backed up, we'll clear out all the FY 24 meetings.
Backed up to what?
We have a drive at the control room.
Oh, not onto this new multi-layer.
No.
Excuse me. How detailed do you want?
Joe will give you a copy of.
I'll give you this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That answers
Is that
it.
a good question? Good answer?
Yes. Saves
You
my
remember the
poor
one-
arthritic
Oh, you
hands.
remember the way Jeff did it,
Yeah,
12 words, so don't worry about it.
okay.
I had a meeting with Suzer IT regarding the internet in this, for the studio. Had a meeting with Suzer, who is our IT contractor for the town. It was myself, Steve Walker, Eric Foster, and two Suzer IT, the owner of Suzer, Adam Suzer, and Walter Bow, I think it's pronounced. Just to look into some options for the internet at the TCP, because right now we're using the school's internet. And
Intermittent.
intermittently,
Mhm.
and they are, I don't know how far in the future, but they are planning a move to another building. So the school offices are.
Oh, where are they going? Do you
To
know?
the schools. or-
Rumor has it, I don't know if this is correct or not, to Turkey Hill.
Oh, really? I thought they went to the school. I thought they were finding.
Wasn't the original plan to add an addition to Ritter, and that's where they were going, in a new addition, yeah,
Could be,
one of the plans.
it could be, yeah, I don't know for sure.
Well, that wouldn't be soon, anytime soon.
So, we got some pricing for getting internet to the studio. And it's beyond our budget right now. So we are gonna have to look into a way to make the internet happen for just the studio. And I'm not sure what that's gonna be right now,
Connection to the town net.
right? Connection to the town network.
I can do it for $200.
Mhm.
So that's what's in progress. I met with the interim town manager per his request. He met with all the department heads. It went really well. I gave him a good overview of Pacc and what we've been involved in and what we've been doing. The meeting went very well. He did ask me at the end what do we need from him? A studio came up. He said with being here 3 to 6 months, it probably won't happen, but I told him we'd get back to him on that. I did invite him to a talking baseball recording, because we talked
Right.
about, we talked about the shows that we do. And I said, why don't you come to a talking baseball recording? And he's gonna check his schedule, because he's on certain
We
days.
haven't had an audience yet.
Yeah, he's there for certain days, and some days he leaves early, I'm not sure. But I'll give him the 28th at 5 o'clock and see if he can do that. Yeah. We started to talk about, but we need to plan for the football coverage in August. Well, we're gonna talk about it in August. Excuse me, because we have the new switcher. And we just have to line it all up and make sure it's workable. I am waiting.
So Joe, could I add something to that? Because I should have said it.
Oh, I have that in my list
You do?
from the
Oh,
LHS athletic director.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, well, when you get to it on your list, let's talk about the emails you sent.
okay,
I should have written what that.
that's okay. I'm waiting on the Bellotta room, one Bellotta room audio quote. However, it's been months since we've been working on this, and I will need 2 quotes updated that we already have,
So what is the last one, the one we're going to have?
the last one.
He was, well, no, I don't have any comment on.
Well, I have a
Well,
comment. If the person hasn't been responsive, we don't want that person. They won't be responsive
Yeah.
for service calls or anything else.
That's unfortunately not the issue. We have to have
Have to have
3
three.
quotes.
I know, but aren't there other vendors?
Well, we had trouble.
There's
finding a
very
third one.
few
That's the
that
problem.
do this.
Mm,
So,
But based on what you said, no, we probably wouldn't take him, so you go.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm waiting for his, and then because it's been months, the other 2 need to be updated.
Well,
So
Hayes has to be redone, right?
I did send him a note. I've been following him on Facebook. He is super busy with all kinds of things, so I haven't heard back from him, but I will send an email to him.
Yeah, be aware there's a time when this wraps up and we lose the ARPA money.
Right. I am aware of that.
Excellent, I just wanted it on the record.
Yeah. Okay. So that's in progress. I finally received the April, May, and June interest and the May Comcast amount for the financial reports. And it was, I have on the top this month's, the 3rd page is June. And if you flip, it's the June trial balance. And if you flip it to the other side, the Pacc budget expense and revenue report, June 2024. It's the landscape report,
This-
that one that says FY 24 Q4.
Yep.
You'll see the interest, well, first you'll see the May Comcast payment of $47,087. Underneath that is the May interest, enterprise interest of $611. If you go to the previous month, the interest was $13,594. That is an incredible anomaly, but that's what it was on the report.
But does that include, it doesn't include Bartholomew, because that interest
No.
is dealt with.
It
Okay,
doesn't.
We'll take it though, right?
We will.
mm,
So,
That was all of last year, you know, the previous financial year was 13,000.
mm.
no, that was for April.
No, for the previous financial year. It was 13,000.
Oh, probably.
That's
Probably, and this year it came up to 24,498.27.
grapefruit. Of course, we can't rely on it.
Right. So I should have you know that the accounting department and finance department has not closed out FY 24 yet. I was told by Ezekiel, the finance director, that when he closes it out, he will give me the final ending balance. So the final ending balance on here is an estimate, because there could be some other charges in there that I don't have. So both June,
Charges or income?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Because
That's
the
fine.
payroll was split into 2. Because part of it was in June and part of it was in July. So that may change the July numbers. These are estimates. As soon as he gives me the closeout number, I'll be able to justify the reports.
good grapefruit.
Mm.
Put that in. So our best guess is We have $1,031,000
That's what we ended with.
in our account, which does not include the monies that have been earned in the Bartholomew account.
No.
Good
So-
time drops.
So July started out with that amount and the final balance for the end of July for the 1 month is estimated at $1,024,303.
Doesn't help us manage things financially.
I'll be able to, within the next couple of weeks, get a solid number.
That's right. Okay, that's the best we have at the moment, but at least it's black and not red.
Couple of things to note, we received a video from Pepperell Media regarding the closing of Neshoba Hospital, and I put it on YouTube.
Oh, thank God, that's so wrong,
Yeah,
they're doing it
yeah,
so wrong.
yeah. So that went up and that's getting a lot of views. Another thing I noticed is there's been a surge in viewers on YouTube to watch story time. I don't know if it was just the last episode or what, but usually we'll get 10, 12, 15, 20 at the most
Do you
views.
think it's going word of mouth to mother to mother?
Who's reading?
Meg Pellis,
Oh,
what is her last name?
Pelis,
Pelis.
yeah,
She was phenomenal,
she's an emergency room doctor,
right?
incredible, huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
And she knows everybody in the neighborhood. So
That must
good and
be-
bad.
because it's 160
It's
views.
probably all in the down clan, great,
Yeah,
that's super.
yeah, so that was nice to see.
Yeah, my husband asked me, which do we get the most views on? Cable, YouTube, or Facebook?
Well, we can't get cable numbers,
Oh,
so
okay,
it would be YouTube though.
okay.
I really believe YouTube gets, most people just get on YouTube to get information. I received the Castus invoice due at the end of the month, for $2,830. That's for service maintenance and static stream keys, which we need. So that will be paid this month, although they had
That's annual or quarterly or?
annual.
Okay.
Yeah. They did have tax in there and I had to send them an email today that we're non-taxable and I sent them the tax exempt certificate,
Oh,
so hopefully it'll be a little bit less. And last but not least, we received 2 emails from the Lunenburg High School athletic director. He wants to share his huddle footage with Pacc, but it's for a fee. And he sent 2 emails and I have not responded, but Eric has a relationship with him, so Eric's been in contact with him, telling him that we don't have the budget for that.
Oh, no, we're gonna trade in, okay, so.
I thought
So,
we also have a policy
We don't. have-
about not paying for,
Don't think we actually ever wrote a policy on it, but that is practice.
I thought we do have a policy.
Yeah, he was actually looking for us to help finance their huddle, which is one of these automated camera systems that follows the ball. And it's not in our charter and it's not something we do.
and that's all I have.
Except for one thing, we have to respond to him,
Um,
unless you have.
I have not, I almost did today, but I will do that.
Okay, would you copy me on that?
Yes.
Thank
You,
you. Any further questions, comments? Oh, here it
Is
is.
that
well, if we don't,
regarding the letter that? I got, read something that.
Yeah,
had.
you were on the
distribution,
Yeah,
page 17,
yes,
that's you. And this one, there should be two of them.
I understood, I don't need a copy, I haven't seen it.
Good,
But
so I accidentally
he wanted,
printed it out for old people.
Do you,
it sounded to me like you wanted every single event they have covered,
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
everyone.
I mean, we need to resolve this, but he wanted us to take, the equipment that, the service that he's paying for and have us pay for it, and then we would put it on our channel. That's what he was after.
Yeah,
you know, again, if we don't have a policy, we really should create one. So that you have a foot to stand on too, that we do not pay for, do we? I mean,
no,
we never pay for programming,
no,
and that's just our policy. So I would make a motion that we accept the policy that, the Lunenburg Public Access Committee or station, or what do you want me to say? Will,
Policies and
policy-
responses of the committee.
okay, so
That-
policy is that, no programming is paid for, nor do we pay for other people's equipment, because remember we had that thing about the drones and everything else, we weren't gonna pay for people to,
Right,
so you can think, oh, I'm gonna have to fancy it up. for the motion. Okay, I'll fancy it up and I'll write it down.
and bring it to the next meeting.
Well, no, I'd like to do this tonight so that Joe can, in her response,
By practice, she can respond.
but
you think
that
it
we
should be
have
a
a
policy?
policy,
Sure.
that, yeah,
Then we should create one, but policies.
I mean, the school is charging us
Yeah.
to film them. Now, what's wrong with that picture?
yeah,
I mean,
And
if
not-
that's the case, the town should charge us for filming them.
yeah,
What's the difference?
right.
Well, I think the town should pay us for filming.
Absolutely,
Well,
As he
some
did.
towns do,
Oh, do they?
and drink it, yes. they
yeah,
do.
some do.
Bill.
Drake, it has so much
Okay.
money and stuff,
They
don't
don't.
they? Oh, no, I'm
They have a nice-
confusing them
They
with
have a nice studio,
Wakefield,
they have money.
I'm confusing them with Wakefield, that gets some money from the two different
Yeah.
cable providers
Yeah,
and gets their office space and stuff, studio space in the school. So my motion is that we have a policy that states that we do not pay for
content.
content or
Good enough.
equipment usage.
Other equipment. I second that.
Okay.
Any discussion?
You seconded it?
Is that it?
Okay, must have missed that. My hearing aids were setting off when I went to video. So. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, say aye.
I,
Well, of course you do have to say aye. You make the motion. So, is there something wrong with this picture?
no,
Duly passed, thank you, make sure it's in the minutes.
it is.
Just
Okay,
saying.
all right, so you know, be sure to quote that
Just-
policy.
Okay,
The whole concept is wrong.
Yeah,
Right, it's, I know. Just even come up with it is wrong, but let's just go with the flow. You give them answer.
Before you run into a bridge, you have to go.
Yeah,
You have to give the-
but if you're going upstream, that's not so bad,
You paddle, yeah.
or if you put a mast up, it's even worse.
We're making the show better all the time.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Master Plan Steering Committee Workshop, I actually went through that thing. I'm not sure I wrote anything on it that I could pass over to you. Did you
you
want
could
to?
check off the ones you like. That's-
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with a lot
I
of
know,
it,
it was
so unless I had comments.
a lot of, it seems like a lot of good ideas though have been brought up already.
Well, this is, I think, the fourth
A
or
third,
fifth
yeah,
different. That,
So
right,
my comments were very limited, one of which was a disc golf course.
they saw your kid.
Develop the town green in the town centre, which should include pubs and cricket. Wouldn't that be nice to have, though?
If we had green,
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Partially demolish and repurpose TC, I just put yes by that, so I see no other way of us getting the studio. But, so, I mean, if you want me to try marking it up and things, I can do. Well,
It was due by August 8th or something?
Well, you know, I can't say because we're on the air, but,
When's your next meeting?
Not until October.
Oh,
October, if then.
Oh,
We haven't done one since April.
of this year.
Perhaps not.
oh,
Anyone else have anything on the master? Pete, you have any overall comments or was that
No,
it?
nothing for the year.
Okay, appreciate it, thank you. The enterprise fund investment status, I sent an email to one, Minari, MM.
Malari.
If I just search for MM in my mail, she pops right up. And I didn't send it to Friday, I sent it earlier. And have not got anything back. And so, A, I can't tell you what that number is. B, I can't see how we're managing to account for that in our accounts at the moment. I don't know what the finance committee is doing. C, I don't know if we should actually do something with the interest that's earned, such as reinvest it. And the fourth point is I really need it to be sent to me automatically on a regular basis
Mhm.
rather than having to.
yes,
Hey, I'm just saying, you know,
That would be nice.
yeah,
so I got all those four questions, so I don't know whether maybe you and I should meet with her and try and make some sense of this, or
I would be happy to.
because I don't know, last year I believe she went on a longish vacation. I don't know if she went to visit family, she's from far, far away.
Right. I don't know if she's in or not.
So,
No, I haven't been down there
Okay.
for a few days.
what about her boss?
she is her boss. Oh,
Her
town
boss
manager.
is there.
Oh, she has a boss as well?
Well, the finance director.
Well,
Oh, I
Talk
thought she
to
was a
that
completely
person.
different department.
She is a different department, but I think she reports to
Oh,
Ezekiel.
I thought she reported to the town.
She does. You're right. Sorry about that. She does report to the town
Okay.
manager.
But somehow,
well, somebody should know what's going on,
right, she,
and somebody
the
needs to be, to tell.
accounts people, the finance department, not the treasurer's office, the finance. They should be communicating somehow.
Yeah,
So we get a complete picture of what's going on and can contribute to managing it as appropriate.
yeah. The question comes, I have a question, not,
Congratulations, oh, no,
yeah, can the interest be used for operating expenses
No.
at all? Okay,
the reason is because if somebody gave us space for a new studio, we would have to spend the capital that's generating the interest.
Mhm.
Right? So we wouldn't have it anymore,
right,
and then we'd be outside our budget for operations.
no, but I
What
was
it's really
thinking,
being used for, if I can.
yeah,
It's to try and accommodate inflation for when we do get it.
mhm,
In particular, inflation on state-approved labor rates. Because we have to use anything we need to do where we use labor. So we're trying to make sure that even though we're not getting any more capital from Comcast, and I have no idea if we would in our next contract, fairly unlikely from what we're seeing. We need to manage that money so that it's self-sustaining, ready for when they give us this enormous, beautiful space ready. for us.
so. Then the question you had about reinvesting it,
Yeah.
the interest,
That's,
is that the only option then?
we could take it out, but then it would just sit in the enterprise fund as, and wouldn't be getting as much
Okay.
interest as maybe.
Right, so, I mean, I was just wondering what else you had in mind.
Oh, I was thinking of, trip to Hawaii for the committee.
Yeah.
No, essentially, reinvest is
Mhm.
what I had in mind.
Yeah.
But we don't make those decisions, that's what the treasurer's for. We come up with suggestions,
Oh,
so, she's responsible for that.
the town treasurer?
So we can't invest money,
I don't understand. If it's our money
it's.
and we chose to use that particular
Yeah, we
brokerage.
didn't, treasurer did, we weren't allowed to do.
Oh,
So she's responsible for managing all the town monies. So any enterprise fund and anything else. I mean, where did this 13,000 come from? I don't know. But she was probably involved with some monies being put in that,
Yeah,
some kind of account.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what needs clarifying. So
mhm.
I think we need to have a meeting just with her, I think. Is that something you could set up for me? We usually do.
yes,
Not next week.
Okay.
Because I'm going glamping.
Oh,
so the meeting would be in regard to the Bartholomew account?
Right,
Okay,
and yeah, just the account, that's it.
okay,
Yeah, that's good. Keep it simple. Thank you. So I don't have that number to ring. Trying to set the financial year 24-25 okay, meeting dates. We're desperately trying to do that and said we want everyone together. My inclination at the moment is certainly with the situation with a vacancy being created by Paul, is that certainly for the next 3 months, we just take the first Monday of the month. It's not a holiday.
There's no problem with that.
All right, now, and we can't ask people or not. Does that work for you?
mhm.
It's fine for me.
It's my best time.
It's your best time. Okay, so let's do Pete's,
Yes.
they will call it, but in a minute, Pete's best time is when we're gonna
It chaps.
make. Yes, ready.
How about italics too,
No,
and underline?
Well, Pete, let me ask you, on the record, should we just do it for the year and be done with
I
it?
would certainly agree with that.
Would you have a problem with that?
It's worked well so far.
Well, the only issue has been Steve missing them during concert season.
July and August.
Yeah, but I mean, they're also pretty much low months for us in terms of getting everything done for the town. So why don't we do that?
We don't know for sure that he wants to re-up. He didn't say anything, did he?
Yes,
He did say he did.
Yeah.
At a meeting?
he sent me an email for the previous meeting. That he wanted to be secretary again? Is that what you meant?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. He did send me that and we brought it up at the last.
Just kidding.
Good. Trying to get out of here by 7.
I do have one more question.
Oh, I'm not sure there's room for any questions, so, no, but should I just email Steve and ask him to set that up? Why don't you email Steve and ask him to set that up? You're acting as secretary, you see.
All
So email Steve.
Could run out between songs and ask him.
right.
Of course, they're on our front doorstep, right? Then any other business?
I have to bring this up again because it still bothers me. Do we have the actual negotiations for the rental we're required to pay?
Somewhere we have a contract.
Who signed it?
No idea, and it may have been arbitrarily given to us by the town. It's before my time.
I think it was Lance May. So, sign the lease for the TCP space.
Is that actually
Document
signed the
available?
lease? He signed the lease? I thought there was just a
I don't know if I still
Memorandum
have
of
it, I might not have it,
memorandum of
I have to
understanding.
check and see.
Because it was done between the time I was on it first and came back. And I don't remember even talking about that at that time.
There was an agreement signed, I believe Lance May signed it.
Was
I
she-
don't know if it included the rent information because well, at the time it was owned by the school, so it might have had lease information in it.
Oh, was it a lease with the school or the town?
It was with the school at the time,
That's right.
and then the
And
town
that's-
took over.
Now it's a town building, so it's null and void, therefore we
Oh.
shouldn't have to
I'm
pay.
serious.
No,
I
I
don't know any
know.
other place that does
Just
this.
trying to, it's right
And
along.
did the town help us out with the move from one room to another?
Well,
Well, yes,
they did the
Didn't it come out
electricity.
of our pocket?
no,
No.
No minor expenses, we had to get proper extension cords to wire the grid.
yeah, we had to set up
The
the,
typical
studio.
expenses we get during the
yeah.
I'm just curious. I don't understand how they arrived at $6,000. I don't know how they would have come up with that.
year. I have seen.
I'm on the
before.
air, so I can't say anything about that.
I shall be in Mickey Shays
All
at
right,
1 o'clock tomorrow for lunch.
So, so
Anything
who is,
further?
well, the question is, who's gonna check on the lease or is there any action
I could
that I
see
need
if
to
I
write
s-
down?
I can see if I still have it. I have a feeling I do not.
Okay,
Where would it be?
I think I might have an electronic version
I
of it.
mean, where would the town have it?
Where would the town have it? That's a good question. I don't know where they would have it.
do we get a bill from the town every month for
No,
the rent?
normally they just.
It's a once a year
take it
fee.
From ours, we don't get an invoice, a bill.
Who
or-
sends the fee? The bill.
Well, I haven't gotten a physical bill lately. What happens is it's a line item transfer from our budget. When John Launder was here, they used to give an actual bill. But since he's been gone, they don't do that anymore.
There was something on one of the spreadsheets we got before the budget, I think it was the year before last. That said something about it being a line transfer, but the money went to pay something in DPW or something. Do you remember there was a weird?
Oh, they
comment?
made a mistake and corrected it.
Oh, that was just a, well, should we call it a mistake, because we're on air? Thank you.
Yeah, that was an error that was corrected.
Because I had no idea what they're talking about. All I knew is, as you were basically saying, one day it's there, the next day it's not. That's all. It's the whole way it works. We did meet with Heather, what's her name, used to be town manager here until, well, yesterday. Trying to find out if the town owed us the internet and should put it in for us, and no matter how hard we tried. She said, anyone with an enterprise fund has to cover their own expenses. Was one thing she said, that I remember that.
I must have blocked that out.
We're very wise.
Oh.
Because, I have no idea, if we want to raise it, we should try to find the original lease. And my recommendation is we should wait until we have a permanent town manager. Maybe that was an issue. Typically, an acting one is somewhat limited in what they can,
Mhm.
which is reasonable.
Yeah.
You okay with that, or just the annoyance level remains the
It's
same?
okay with it since I found out about it. in the
Yeah,
first
I
place.
know.
Just wrong.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled with it, other than the fact if we paid commercial rates, it wouldn't be 6,000.
But it would be a spot we could count on and we pay commercial.
Yeah, we wouldn't have any money for Joe's salary.
Well,
Well, just as a, for instance, the bank. Pays 5,000 a year. Rent. It's not bigger than our room.
Who pays 5,000?
The bank. Post office 10.
Yeah,
Bank is fine.
that bank pays $5,000 a year rent.
Yes.
To whom?
Person owns the whole center.
Oh, well, that's not a commercial rate.
So they signed a lease
So
for
we get that turned off.
You're supposed to stand up.
you sound good, Steve.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I will look into getting a hold of that.
Yes, please, that would be.
And I know when I was. I might have deleted it, but I'll find out.
May have spontaneously caught fire, isn't it?
I didn't realize the school could rent out part of their own buildings. When's that ever happened?
To the daycare, for example, do they rent out to them?
They did at one point.
Do they rent to the
School,
school?
I don't know what they
Yeah.
paid, if they paid. I don't know.
And we never rented anything out, I thought you.
Mm.
Good.
Should I entertain a motion?
You need a song and dance and entertain us?
I am known to do that.
I hear the marching
I
drum,
do
let's
whatever I
march
can.
right out of here. I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
No discussion, all those in
What time
favor,
is it?
it's 5 to 7.
It's,
7 o'clock.
6:58. If that's right.